Yeah.
Talk to him.
I like that. Niggas ain't who they claim to be. I could've bought some land, instead I put this fucking chain on me. Survivor's remorse, the highest powers always favor me. You gotta switch, all that mean to me is you ain't aiming B. We order hits, plan A and B to catch him in his V. Freddy Cougar shit, location pick, catch him in his sleep. You know who we are, I'm a motherfucking shooting star. All these topless cars, the parking lot look like a titty bar. Cause I know a lad who talk to birds like his name Jafar. Everything stated of art, collect art, playing my part without a scuba tank. I done move, work, and swim with the sharks. Friends that bite your back out, enemies never hide in the dark. Fresh retwist, a Bayesian goddess to oil my parts. Loud we twist, I keep some iron, they call me a stalk. You been bitch, cowardly lion, go get you some heart. That's word to kiss. Yeah. Niggas ain't who they claim to be. I'm W-I-N-N-I-N-G. And it's AMG, I bent the knee. Forgive me for my sins, I move gracefully. Don't ask her what she want to eat, she probably got a taste for me. My kids, hoverboard to the dining room, living spaciously. 30 ball heads in the chopper, that major pain in me. As a youth, it's stuck in my locker, you couldn't hang with me. You ever befriended a crackhead? It was so many around that you end up serving one of your friends. You ever was in dire need of bread? You made it Jalen Hurts play, got scared that you probably done served the Fed. I'm careful with the purchase, like buying cartons of eggs. I'm so close to the edge, I got no room for my legs. We just stuck in the matrix, the way that the spoon bends. If you stuck in my playlist, guaranteed you grew some ends. They call me antisocial, I just don't need no new friends. Yeah, we went through leaps and the bounds. They call me Howie Roseman out of town. If you know, you know. 600 pounds the last 2 first rounds. Now we meet with execs as soon as we touch down. The hurt season hat fit like the king of Babylon's crown, bitch. That's word to kiss.
Word to kiss.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ski. Let me get a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you. And I am the best reporting on the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into the meat and potatoes, I got to let you know this video was brought to you by BetUS. Big BetUS in the building, man. You know your first deposit going to get you 150%. Your next 2 deposits after that, 125%. The song you just heard was Word to Kiss off of God Bless Who Hatin' on all streaming platforms, along with A Broken Crayon Still Colors on all streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? Patient Zero, all streaming platforms. Days on York, Nights in Norfolk, all streaming platforms. If you've been following me from the beginning, you see the growth. We got 4 projects out right now, man. We got 4 projects out right now, and we're going to keep stepping, man. I'm working on another one because I got time. When you win a Super Bowl, when you put on beads from New Orleans because your team was in that joint right there, when you put on beads from New Orleans, you acquire extra time on your hands when you're a world champ, man. So you already know the vibes, man. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 40,000 subscribers, man. Keep pushing it, keep pushing it, keep pushing it, and we're gonna continue to do that, man. So it's been an eventful couple of days for the Philadelphia Eagles, and we ain't make no moves. We ain't do anything roster-wise, for real, man. The growing theme or the talk of the town right now is what is going to happen with the tush push. What's going to happen with the tush push? You know what I mean? A lot of rule changes have been made. You know what I mean? Things are going to be different in the National Football League for a multitude of reasons, you know, but we won't get an immediate decision on the tush push as of right now. You know what I mean? And I don't really know how I feel about that, man. So let's go over, you know, the new rules. Let me share the screen real quick. Tweaks made. Let's see what this one looking like. Some new rule changes that came in the 2025 NFL rule changes, tweaks made to regular season, overtime, kickoffs, and replay assists. Hopefully this goes over everything, but the first one that jumps out to me is touchbacks move to the 35-yard line. That's so whack to me, bro. In my lifetime, I've seen it move 15 yards in favor of the team that's getting the ball. You know what I mean? Let's see what they got to talk about that. To help further promote returns on kickoffs, the NFL is penalizing teams who kick the ball into the end zone or out of the end zone even further. If there's a touchback on a kickoff, the receiving team will get the ball at the 35-yard line. When the NFL implemented the dynamic kickoff rule last season, the receiving team got the ball at the 30-yard line to start each possession. So I guess guys are going to kick within the zone or kick in the field of play more. So guys can, have to go out there and run that tackle. I think this year we're going to see an unprecedented amount of return for touchdowns, bro, because people are going to just rely on great tackling. This is good for the game in a multitude of reasons. If you want to keep it a beam, I like this because it forces. Let me go to the chat. Let me make sure y'all can see me while I'm talking. Let me get a thumbs up. Can y'all see me while I'm talking? Oh, I like that. Yeah, I think y'all can see me while I'm talking. Let me get a thumbs up if y'all can see me while I'm showing the screen. It looks kind of weird on my end. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a thumbs up if y'all could. Before I get back into it, just want to make sure. NFL is cotton soft now, of course. Let me somebody in the chat. If y'all can see me while I'm reading these rules, man, just give me a quick thumbs up. Am I looking at the chat? Oh, so okay. I'm getting a thumbs up. All right, so I'm gonna get back to it then. As long as y'all can see me while I'm reading. So I think this is kind of good for the game. Touchbacks moves to the 35-yard line. I like it. I'm not mad at it because I hate the fact that you're getting the free 35 yards if your kicker got a big leg and he kick it into the end zone. But I like this because I think more special team aces are going to get paid. Special teams becomes that much more important. You can see a lot of starters in key situations in the game where it's like a Kavontae Turpin, you know what I mean, about to bring a kick out. You can see some starters out there now trying to get to that guy and tackle that guy right now. Special teams becomes that much more important, and your role players become that much more important with this new rule. Replay assists allowed to assist refs on objective aspects of play. Replay assists will have more influence on officials in 2025. The on-site replay official can help reverse penalties thrown for hits on defensive plays, face masks, tripping, and roughing and blocking the kicker. However, replay assists will not be allowed to retroactively hand out a penalty. I like that. I absolutely like that. Now, I like that they're getting a little more creative with replay assists because there's some things you can't challenge. So I don't think that's going to change. Meaning that they won't be able to retroactively bring a penalty back. I don't think that aspect of it changes, but I think they'll give it a closer look. I think replay assist becomes that much more important. I guess before you throw the flag, you really want to give it a good look. I don't know, but some things are just blatant. You see blatant face masks that aren't called. You see blatant the knee down situations that are just missed. And I think replay assist could definitely step in. I think that's good for the game. You know what I mean? More discussions were allowed during the legal tampering period on trial basis. I don't care about that. K-balls will be able to be prepared prior to game days. Just like footballs used on players from scrimmage, K-balls will now be able to be prepared. I don't even know what a K-ball is. More scouting allowed for postseason. What does it say? More scouting will be allowed for postseason teams. I like that, man. I like that. Give guys as much advantage as they possibly can have to make a roster. I'm not mad at that. The bylaws were approved by the competition committee. A bunch of haters on the competition committee, bro. You know what I mean? Games can be flexed to Thursday nights on shorter notice. I don't know how I feel about that one, but it makes sense. If a team you didn't expect to be 9-1 on the season is 9-1, and they playing a good team like the Philadelphia Eagles, who's also 9-1, you don't want that to be a Sunday 1:00 game. I think you could be able to be flexible and make that a Thursday game. These guys are professional athletes. They got to adjust. Alternate and throwback uniforms can be worn more. I like this. The NFL is allowing teams to wear an alternate or throwback uniform up to 4 times per season. The Philadelphia Eagles are undefeated when wearing Kelly green. Teams will also be allowed to wear alternate pants in playoffs. Ooh. Previously, teams could only wear their alternate or throwback uniforms up to 3 times in a single season. I like that, man, because you make us pay for these things, but then you tell us we can't use them. You know what I'm saying? Make that make sense. K ball equals kicking ball. All right. The big news, though, the big news, a bunch of haters, on the players committee, a bunch of bona fide haters on the players committee, they didn't have enough votes to ban the tush push. So the decision got tabled for a later day. Y'all know how I feel about this. Y'all know how I feel about these guys crying, whining, and complaining all off season. You know what I'm saying? About what they think they deserve, or I just don't get it for real, for real. The crying, the complaining, the unfiltered babying that's happening, especially by especially by teams that actually run the tush push. What are we crying for? D-Lo, what up? What are we crying for if you run the tush push? What are we crying for? What are we crying for? Then I saw Chase Daniels say that he likes to play, but he wants to see the play. He don't want the play to be used on 3rd and 1 or inside the 5-yard line. What? Then just ban the play then. Ban the play then. Ban the play. I am convinced that if it was a different quarterback going to Super Bowls with this much success, it would be a different issue. I can't even take Doug McDermott serious no more, man. I can't even take McDermott serious no more because you tried to run a tush push 3 straight times to get this against the Chiefs and you couldn't get it done. Ultimately, that could be looked at as a reason why you lost that game. It really could be looked at as a reason why you lost that game. But at the end of the day, the silver lining is this. The Philadelphia Eagles are preparing to continue to run a tush push. You want to know how I know? Bringing back Matt Pryor. The all 30 visits with nothing but offensive linemen. We are continuing to show our dominance up front. And it's just nothing that the NFL going to be able to do about it, man. They can cry, they can complain, they can do whatever it is they got to do. But at the end of the day, get bigger and get bigger and get more physical in the trenches. Get bigger and get more physical in the trenches. My guy Rob the Actual, thank you for the super chat. Eagles doing good work to benefit the game. They are doing good work to benefit the game. I think the Eagles were a great proponent to something. I don't know if I missed anything. Throw it in the chat if it was some rule changes that I missed. You know what I'm saying? Throw it in the chat if it was some rule changes that I missed. You ain't said nothing wrong, LB. They don't want to hear that though. They don't want to hear nothing, man. I'm not. Listen, man. Listen. At the end of the day, we won a Super Bowl, and this what comes with being at the top. That's what I'm trying to get a lot of people to understand. This is what comes from being at the top. They're so down bad in the National Football League right now that they are running with this ghost narrative that injuries are going to happen in the future. These guys then jumped in a hot tub time machine and saw the injuries from the year 30-35. There's no current data that says people get injured when running this play. They have went to the future. They went to the future. They went to the future and said that people are going to get hurt. Yeah, you see that fresh cut? I wasn't even trying to do that. I was just trying to fix myself. It's definitely sharp. Shout out my guy Isaac the Barber. They went to the future. They went to the future to say people are going to get hurt. It's unfair. It's weak. I'm surprised Mike Tomlin jumped in on the weakness. I'm surprised that Mike Tomlin. I understand this from a Matt LaFleur. I understand this from a McDermott. Like your biggest obstacles, Doug McDermott, is not the Eagles and the tush push. Your biggest obstacles are the Chiefs and Pat Mahomes and why you can't even get to a Super Bowl. You got people crying about the tush push with bigger fish to fry. Bigger fish to fry. Mike Tomlin and the Steelers about to go get a washed up A-Rod. They about to get a washed up A-Rod. The Bills can't get to a Super Bowl. They ain't been there since the 90s. Who else crying? The Packers, we beat them twice. The Rams, we also beat them twice. Saquon Barkley ran for 255 yards against the Rams in the regular season. Then another 200 yards in the snow in the playoffs against the Rams, and you worried about a tush push? You can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. I would respect the Rams more if the Rams said, hey, we need to drug test Saquon Barkley every 10 minutes. I respect that more because he absolutely owns them. I respect that more. But to go after the tush push, everybody want to say it's a rugby play, it's a rugby scrum, it's this, that, and the third. The Falcons, another ringless peasant. Another ringless peasant. Another ringless peasant. It's just ironic to me that the teams that hate us the most don't win Super Bowls. Don't win Super Bowls. The Packers ain't won a Super Bowl since Aaron Rodgers was in his prime. They didn't. They don't. The Rams just can't beat us. On any given day, when the last time the Rams beat the Eagles? The Rams just can't beat us. This is a matchup nightmare for the Rams. The Chargers, we getting a lot of hate from Chargers fans as of late. With half their fan base on Twitter using computer-generated pictures of Herbert holding the trophy. They got to use make-believe to make themselves feel good. Also, the Chargers don't have a Super Bowl win. They're beneath us. The Bengals, they don't have a Super Bowl win. They're also beneath us, man. It's time to start acting and thinking and talking like world champs if you're an Eagles fan. That's it, man. I hate for it to be so harsh. I really hate to sound so harsh. But y'all remember the ring pop memes? Y'all remember people made fun of us? We got the ring pop memes. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all remember they showed our trophy case with cans of chunky soup. Y'all remember that when we was ringless, just no one loved us. Ringless orphans running around the National Football League. Y'all remember them days? Why would we ever let somebody who don't have no soup? The Bills, they don't have no ring. Why would we let the Bills, Bengals, or Chargers? I don't care how great they think their quarterbacks are. Why, if your quarterback's so great, why don't they get you a ring? Let's think about the people that's talking bad to us. The Cowboys. Come on, man. Come on, man. I can't even raise my octave when talking about the Cowboys. The Chargers, the Bengals. Look at these guys, man. These guys are in the dumpster one way or another. They're not a promising organization. And I don't feel sorry for nobody no more, bro. I'm telling you, man, it's different now. It's different. I don't feel sorry for the Cowboys. I don't feel sorry for the Cowboys because they decided to pay a bum $60 million a year. Dak Prescott is a bum. Dak Prescott is a bum. We know that, right? We know that. He a bum. A well-dressed bum. A well-dressed bum. You ever seen it? You ever seen a crackhead that dressed nice? It's a couple of them in the hood. Dak Prescott is a well-dressed bum. A well-dressed bum. It just looked good, but he really a bum. He a bum. Joe Burrow ain't no bum. The Bengals just a trash organization. A trash organization. A trash organization. The Bengals don't know how to win. So how can we respect it? How can we respect them? They don't know the steps to take to win, bro. Why would you invest all that money in a wide receiver position? Are they going to block for Joe Burrow? Are they going to play defense for Joe Burrow? They don't know how to win. The Bills might be the closest at figuring it out, but they scared of Patrick Mahomes. So when we talking, the only people we can legitimately have a conversation with is the Kansas City Chiefs, whether they like it or not. We rivals. We here to stay. We're joined at the hip. We've been in two Super Bowls out of the last 3 years together. We are rivals, whether they like it or not. We can't hold no conversation with none of these other guys, man. We can't. That's why they all joined in forces to try to ban the tush push. Everybody hated Tom Brady and the Patriots, right? I remember vividly what these streets did to me. Everybody hated Tom Brady and the Patriots. Cool Eagle, SNE TV, thank you for the super chat. Dak on Ozempic, they talking about a comeback. Come on, man. They on dog food over there, man. Listen, this is the way to save the Dallas Cowboys franchise. I go over so many times. It's actually two ways out, but they're not going to take either one because they too do not know how to win post salary cap. Post the salary cap being instituted, the Dallas Cowboys cannot figure out the salary cap. They still running with the same motto as we got to please the fans by putting popular names in the jerseys. They don't know how to win. They don't know how to win. These are the two ways the Dallas Cowboys can free themselves and get to a Super Bowl. Trade Micah Parsons right now. Don't even extend him. Do not extend him. Trade him for like 5 picks, 3 first-round picks, a second-round pick, and a 4th-round pick. Do not extend him. You need to build your roster. Or trade Dak Prescott and get that money off the books. And then use that money to build the roster that you pay in Dak and extend Micah. They don't dare have the testicular fortitude to do that, though. We saw it, and it can be confusing to think about it that way. We saw what Howie Roseman did when he moved on from Carson Wentz. A lot of us ain't know what was going on in the world. The world was different to us when we saw that. We didn't understand it, myself included. But we got picks. One turned into A.J. Brown, I believe. One turned into Smitty. One might have turned into Jordan Davis. We got picks. And we went and drafted a quarterback that we knew had a better mindset than what we already had. They don't got the heart to trade Dak Prescott and go draft Shador at 12. They're afraid to do it. They're afraid to be great. They are afraid to be great. Once Micah get paid, it's over for them. It's over for them. They got to pray they hit on draft picks who got maturity to go win a Super Bowl on rookie contracts. That's not always easy to do, especially when your leader is corrupt from the top. So I can't argue with Cowboys. I can't argue with Bengals. I can't argue with Bills. I can't argue with Chargers. I can't. I respect the Commanders and what they're doing. So I could kind of entertain how they feel. But some of these guys we can't even argue with. Why should we? You know, to be honest, the tush push is safer than a regular QB sneak. Of course it is. The tush push is safer than a kick return, bro. The tush push is safer than a kick return. And the league is trying to force teams to return more kicks. The tush push is safer than a kick return, y'all. The data shows it. The data shows it. You can get hurt in the National Football League on any given play. You could get hurt in the National Football League on any given play. Any given play. There's no data that say people get hit, but McDermott talking about, oh, it's the posture of it. The posture. The posture. Let's take a look at that. The posture of it. You don't like how it looked. It's the look of it that got you upset. It looks dangerous. Bungee jumping look dangerous too, but I'm pretty sure it's a high success rate versus fatalities when you bungee jumping. Crossing the street is dangerous. It's dangerous too. What does the data say though, bro? Like this is turned into, I've never seen the Philadelphia Eagles conquer and destroy. I've never seen a team conquer and destroy the way the Eagles have. I've never seen a team do it. I've never seen them. Twitter is in ruins. Twitter is in ruins. Twitter is in ruins. Every time I go on Twitter and go on my DM, it's a new person requesting a fade. It's a new person requesting a fade. Every time I go on my DM, somebody new is requesting a one-on-one with me. Fight Jerry Jones. Somebody new requesting a one-on-one. This how I know they losing their minds. Because fades is for family members and people you love. I give my cousin a fade. I give my man that grew up with a fade. Everybody else getting a faded blouse. A faded blouse. Everybody else getting tie-dye put on them. They lost their mind. They lost their mind. I say it all the time. Go write a letter to Congress. If you mad that your team don't win, go write Jerry Jones. Go write whoever the Chiefs, the Chargers owner, the Bills owner. Go write them people. Don't request a fade from me. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. And I'm also not a barber. I don't give out fades. I give out NyQuil, pillows, soft mattresses, fold up beds with nasty eggs. That's all you're going to get from me. That's all you're going to get from me. A fold up bed with the remote attached and some nasty ass eggs in visiting hours. Come on, bro. If you're that mad about what your team doing, fight Jerry. Fight your quarterback. Fight your quarterback that throws pick sixes. Fight your quarterback that throws pick sixes in important games. You know what I mean? You want to fight LB. That might go over their head, LB. Well, hey, it ain't go over some. It ain't go over some. I don't want to fight nobody. We just want a Super Bowl. I don't want to fight anybody. I could put on a different Eagles Super Bowl jacket for the next 2 months. What are you talking about? If I want to change my watch right now, I could put on a Super Bowl edition Timex. What are you talking about? I'm happy. It's nothing but championship hats down here, championship jerseys. I got an Eagles championship rug right there. I have no problem in the universe. Zero problem in the universe. If you are upset, come get an Eagles jersey. Come get an Eagles jersey, bro. We win. We win. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why they want to ban the tush push. That's why they want to ban the tush push. How many times was it ran in the Super Bowl? The tush push ain't the reason why the Chiefs got their back beat out. Yes, sir. Tempur-Pedic. 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 Somebody asked, was my tooth missing? No, that's a gold tooth. Tempur-Pedic. And not Tempur-Pedics, man. Memory foam. Memory foam. The other side of that pillow is cool. Melatonin. Memory foam. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. There's no need in being mad at Eagles fans because your franchise can't get you in a position to talk like us. That's all I've been saying. That's all I've been saying. Then the draft coming up. The draft coming up. We already know what the Cowboys about to do. They about to go draft a bodyguard. These Cowboys fans getting their hopes up, thinking that the Cowboys going to draft a skilled player. It's almost sad. Like, nobody has had the run that I've had making fun of the Cowboys. Nobody has had that run. I've been doing it for 8 straight years. They continuously give me the ammunition to laugh at them. They're going to draft for offensive lineman. Zach Martin just retired. Zach Martin just retired. The NFL is pathetic. The Eagles are the only the Eagles and the Chiefs. Everybody else pathetic. That's how I'm carrying it, bro. I only got respect for the Kansas City Chiefs. Clip this. I want this to go on Twitter. I only have respect for the Kansas City Chiefs. Every other team in the National Football League is pathetic to me, man. Pathetic. Find me somebody else who I should be respecting besides the Kansas City Chiefs. Please. Find me another team that I should be respecting besides the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm pretty sure a Commanders fan would throw his hat in the ring. I'm pretty sure he would. I'm pretty sure he would. I'm pretty sure a Commanders fan would throw his hat in the ring. I don't respect y'all either, though. Sorry. Maybe if we didn't grab y'all by the back of y'all damn neck and rub it up against the concrete and drop 55 on you in a championship game, maybe I will respect you. But we beat shit down y'all legs. Why would I respect the Commanders? I don't respect Detroit because Detroit let the Commanders beat shit down their legs. Just for us to beat shit down their legs. I don't respect them. I don't respect the Bills. They can't beat the Chiefs. We did that. Our quarterback outplayed Pat twice in the biggest game ever. Who? Give me somebody I should respect. I'm just asking, bro. The Cowboys, stop it. Move along. I don't respect the Bengals. I don't like the way they conduct business. Who, the Rams? Who? I'm genuinely the Ravens. No, I don't respect them. They also can't win the big game. They caught Lamar looking real choke sandwich. Lamar looking like a choke sandwich. I pray. Oh, I pray. I pray. I pray Miss Lisa not watching this. You know, that's my old lady mom. She's a big Lamar Jackson's fan. Lamar got to tighten up though. I just leave it at that. I'm gonna be easy on Lamar. I'm gonna be easy on Lamar because nobody don't make them greens like Miss Lisa, and I plan on getting some. I plan on getting some of them greens. But I just can't respect a lot of these teams running around here right now. What have they done to say we should fear or respect them? When you look at the fear meter, they trying to ban a play that we made good. They trying to ban a play that the league copied from us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fears us. Everybody fears the Philadelphia Eagles. It's good to sit on this type of throne. It's good to sit on this type of throne where the NFL fears you. We went from 8 years ago to not even being able to sit at the same table as Super Bowl champions. 8 years ago, they told us we couldn't sit at the table. Now look at us. Look at us. Look at us at the table ordering the big steak. While everybody's scared and figuring out a way to take us down. If you think the tush push why this team good, you sadly mistaken, bro. Go ahead and ban the tush push. You know what's going to happen if you ban the tush push? Saquon going to have 20 rushing touchdowns. 20 rushing touchdowns. We still going to go with it on fourth down because we still bigger and way more physical. We're just going to run the ball. Play action. Play action. Cross your head. Cross your head. Man, let us repeat. Let us repeat. Let us repeat. You know, we repeat. Somebody might get their fade. Somebody might get their fade if we repeat. I'm going to tell you why. Because when we repeat, they really not going to like me. They really not going to like me when they repeat. They really not going to like me when they repeat. I'm lying. Ain't nobody getting no fade. Ain't nobody getting no fade. Wet t-shirt contest. Wet t-shirt contest. No fades. Wet t-shirt contest. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, at the end of the day, if you're afraid, if you're upset, if you don't like what the Philadelphia Eagles are doing, come over here. Come over here to Lord Brunson Productions. Get you an Eagles jersey. Get you an Eagles jersey. Take the oath. Sing Fly Eagles Fly with me, and you're an Eagles fan. You can celebrate this glorious time that we in right now of winning championships. We in the golden era of Philadelphia Eagles fandom. The golden era of Philadelphia Eagles fandom. The way our parents suffered when the vet was standing tall. The Randall Cunningham days. Gang Green. When we were just happy to have good players, the McNabb era where he couldn't get over the hump. We're champions now. Champions now. Every TV show is talking about the Eagles. Oh, the tush push. And you know what the players is doing? AJ Brown putting out workout videos. Jalen Hurts was working out 2-3 weeks after the Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl. No telling what Smitty doing. No telling what Smitty doing. And they want to debate us on rosters. Since you got the better quarterback, the better wide receiver, since you got the better everything, why you don't win? Why you don't win? Your quarterback's so much better than Jalen Hurts. Why does he need what Jalen Hurts has to win? I always like to point out that the Baltimore Ravens had the same amount of Pro Bowlers as the Eagles. What happened there? What happened there? And the Eagles had to play a difficult game in the snow. The Eagles had to play a difficult game in the snow against an opponent that they played in the regular season already. Against an opponent that they played in the regular season already. The Eagles' playoff trip was opponents that they already saw, bruh. Packers saw them in Brazil. Rams, Saquon ran for 255, saw them in LA. And that was our third time seeing the Redskins, the Commanders, the Chiefs, whatever the Tomahawks, whatever they go by nowadays. We ain't had no bye. We ain't had no bye. We ain't had no bye. Mind you, we didn't have no bye. I see why they hate us. I see why they upset with us. I see it, man. I see it. I see it. Jaden Daniels so much better than Jalen Hurts. Why he don't? What happened? What happened in the conference game? What happened? I hate the double narratives, man. I hate it. I like the kid. It's a fine looking sports car. But I tell you this, Don't tell me he was just a rookie in his first year when I asked you what happened in the conference game. Don't. You can't use that excuse. You can't say he's so much better, but then tell me he was just a rookie. LB, when we had 0 Super Bowls, I was sad. Now I can rejoice. Of course you can rejoice. You're a champion. This is definitely the day the Lord has made. This is the day. This is the day. It's always an excuse for why everybody that's so much better than Jalen Hurts can't do what Jalen Hurts did. It's always an excuse. Always an excuse, man. Tone Lopez, thank you for the super chat. Make us I can't hear you gift with 2 Super Bowl trophies. You already know. Can't hear him, never could hear him, don't want to hear him. Banning the tush push not going to save y'all, bro. It's not going to save y'all. That throw to Jalen Hurts made to Devontae Smith to end the game in the Super Bowl, that wasn't a tush push. Jalen Hurts beating all them blitzes, hitting players in rhythm, hitting players up the seam. Them wasn't tush pushes. That was a high IQ of a quarterback. High IQ of a quarterback. If you want to stop the tush push, don't let us get in 3rd and short or 4th and inches. Don't. I can see the National Football League getting real dirty. You know who I know hate that? You know, there's nobody equipped in our division to stop the tush push. Nobody in our division has the personnel to stop the tush push. So the division already cooked. Frankie Luvo jumping out of the water like a dolphin. He belly flopping in the air. The division's cooked. The Dallas Cowboys are too small up front on the offensive line now. They just too small on the defensive line. I think they just too small. They too small. Mozzie Smith, a waste of space. They too small. Hey, man, all I know is this, man. At the end of the day going to end. And it's going to end with us being Super Bowl champs. Cool Cat, what up? You know what I'm saying? Mozzie Smith, too small. So banning the tush push ain't going to help nobody, man. Banning the tush push is not going to help nobody but Philadelphia Eagles fans. Because y'all got to understand the type of team that we got. We got a team that's predicated, and we got a team that's built off having a chip on their shoulder. If you want to say, you seen Jalen Hurts walking through the tunnel? I don't know what just happened to my camera. You seen Jalen Hurts walking through the tunnel with people hating on him, and he looking at it? I see what y'all saying. We are built with a chip being on our shoulder. The more you call A.J. Brown the diva, the harder he go. The harder he go. They already say Smitty too small. They disrespect the entire Lane Johnson tweeting. They hate us because they ain't us. They disrespecting the O-line, trying to change how the O-line operate. You don't think that's motivation? Nick Sirianni is a psychopath. Why would you continuously give a team like the Philadelphia Eagles bulletin board material when we thrive off bulletin board material? Remember going into the Redskins, the Commanders game. He better not run. That's what the Commanders defensive coordinator said. He better not run. Okay, I'm going to cook you through the air. However you want it done. We could provide it, man. Thank y'all for tapping in with me, man. All 615 of y'all, man. Remember, man, if you haven't subscribed, it's very important that you subscribe. I want to get 40,000, 50,000 views, something crazy, man. You know what I mean? Y'all been rocking with me for a long, long time, man. I love y'all, man. Nothing but love. Tomorrow, catch me on the link up. Me, Tony, Simone. We're gonna talk about all this BS bogusness that's going on, that's going around. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play Word to Kiss one more time. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy y'all Tuesday afternoon, man.
Yeah. Talk to him. I like that. Niggas ain't who they claim to be. I could've bought some land, instead I put this fucking chain on me. Survivor's remorse, the highest powers always favor me. You gotta switch, all that mean to me is you ain't aiming B. We order hits, plan A and B to catch him in his V. Freddy Cougar shit, location pick, catch him in his sleep. You know who we are, I'm a motherfucking shooting star. All these topless cars, the parking lot look like a titty bar. Cause I know a lad who talk to birds like his name Jafar. Everything stated of art, collect art, playing my part without a scuba tank. I done move, work, and swim with the sharks. Friends that bite your back out, enemies never hide in the dark. Fresh retwist, a Bayesian goddess to oil my parts. Loud we twist, I keep some iron, they call me a stalk. You been bitch, cowardly lion, go get you some heart. That's Word to Kiss. Yeah. Niggas ain't who they claim to be. I'm W-I-N-N-I-N-G. In this AMG, I bent the knee. Forgive me for my sins, I move gracefully. Don't ask her what she want to eat. She probably got a taste for me. My kids hoverboard to the dining room, living spaciously. 30 ball heads in the chopper, that major pain in me. As a youth, it's stuck in my locker, you couldn't hang with me. You ever befriended a crackhead? It was so many around that you end up serving one of your friends. You ever was in dire need of bread? You made it Jalen Hurts play, got scared that you probably done served the Fed. I'm careful with the purchase, like buying cartons of eggs. I'm so close to the edge, I got no room for my legs. We just stuck in the matrix, the way that the spoon bends. If you stuck in my playlist, guaranteed you grew some ends. They call me antisocial, I just don't need no new friends. Yeah, we went through leaps and the bounds. They call me Howie Roseman out of town. If you know, you know. 600 pounds the last 2 first rounds. Now we meet with execs as soon as we touch down. The hurt season hat fit like the king of Babylon's crown, bitch. That's Word to Kiss.